My pronouns are USA.
My pronouns.
Right eye. My niggas carry the 5'9". Lil' baby, you know when the top down. If you talking that, this shit is top now.
We are live from Phoenix, Arizona. What the fuck? Ruby, get off the pod. Today is the Valentine's Day episode. Fuck all the happy couples out there. You know what I'm going to do if I see anybody? Well, I'm not outside today, but if I do see anybody on Valentine's Day, you know what I was going to do to them?
What?
I was going to walk up to them, and they're like having a nice dinner, and I was going to walk up to the girl and be like, hey, yo, so this is what we're doing now? This is what we're doing? We just talking to other people? That's how we doing it? Wow. That's real fucked up. No, bro. This ain't got nothing to do with you. Chill out. This don't concern you at all. This don't concern. This doesn't concern you.
Fucking shot you like it's a fucking prank.
Say what?
It's a prank.
The fuck? But yeah, happy Valentine's Day to everybody that's got one. You know what I'm saying? Y'all enjoy y'all's day type shit. We over here thugging it, kicking out pimping though. You know what I'm saying?
Ruby, go.
And yet again, Ricky is trying to control the pack.
Oh, why she keeps bringing it in here?
She wants to chew on it, man. She wants to feel a part of the pod.
No.
She knows we're podding. She wants to feel a part. I can't blame her. Isn't that the whole goal of life, to feel like you're a part of something?
Maybe.
It's not mine, but I gotta throw some curveballs, man. You know, this is what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, what'd you do today, man? Chilling. You work today?
Mm-mm.
Nah, just kicking it.
Yeah, I called it this morning. Went and paid my one guy who I owed from yesterday. Came back here, did a bunch of work on my fucking iPad.
Nice.
And I went to Piltover,
What
a.k.a. Scottsdale,
the fuck?
and worked out with Connor.
Nice.
Then I came back here
Okay.
and then proceeded to... I tried to watch a movie, but it fucking sucks. So I turned that off and immediately started playing Battlefield. Cut to now.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with movies in the last like 5 years, but they've all kind of been just dog. We went and saw Brave New World yesterday, Captain America, and that was subpar, guys. Don't go watch it. 10 out of 10 wouldn't recommend. Probably would give it like a 3 or a 4 out of 10.
Yeah, just go watch the fucking Hulk on YouTube when that comes out.
I mean, the Indian fucking version, you know what I'm saying? Like the
Might
fucking
be better.
bootleg. It's going to be better. The bootleg on YouTube. Go watch that.
Might actually be a clearer picture.
It was dog. And honestly, the fucking theater that we went to, I thought that shit was going to be cooler. But
What
it
do you
wasn't.
mean?
I thought like the
Is that
chairs were going to be
Harkins?
nicer.
They're the same chairs.
No. Smaller.
Oh, so they're smaller?
Smaller. Than Cinemark? Smaller.
Yeah.
For sure. Smaller. I could kick
Okay.
one of my legs off. Like I literally I was sitting like this.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do that at Cinemark. Like, Cinemark won't let you. Like you got to like put both legs up.
Oh,
And big ass chairs at Cinemark. But I mean, it was cool though. It's just the fucking movie was dog shit. It's just like they're fucking selling a dream. I'm telling you, like it's a Ponzi scheme. It's a scam. It's a fucking sham. They show you this dope ass trailer, and then you get to the movie after you've paid your hard earned money. They're like, got him again. Same shit happened with Craven.
Simple. It should just be so fucking simple.
Yeah, it's simple for them to fucking take our money. That's what I'm saying. Like these niggas got the ultimate fucking lick. They literally robbing people. I'm telling you.
Yeah, they've given up on the chase for an actual good movie.
They robbing folk.
They're like, we're never winning an Oscar, so fuck it. Let's phone it in for the 18th time.
I don't know if fucking Marvel would ever have they ever won an Oscar. I don't think
No.
they ever have. Yeah,
No.
you know. But
So
I
maybe
mean,
they finally caught on to that. They're like, oh, wait. Maybe we can just do whatever we want. Just give it to them and they'll fucking pay.
10 out of 10 would not recommend you guys go see Brave New World. Honestly, box office is going to be disappointing for them folk.
It should be. That's crazy.
You know,
There's going to be so many people going this weekend.
It should be, but it probably won't be.
'Cause I was
which
hyped.
is fucked. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm saying this weekend it'll pop off.
And afterwards,
everyone's gonna be like,
dog.
"Don't go see that movie."
Yeah, I literally put that shit up. That was like 4 out of 10 on my story, and everybody was like.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, y'all went and watched it too. But yeah,
Shit
guys,
sucks.
4 out of 10, complete dog. You literally saw it. You literally paid for one scene
That's it.
and one scene only, and that scene was cool. They did a good job on that one
They
scene.
did great.
But afterwards, everything leading up to and then everything after.
Took so long to get to there.
Dog.
I was even thinking about that. I was like, why don't they just like fucking, I don't know, give us like one little like henchman scene and then cut straight to fucking Red Hulk.
They had to make it climactic, man. You know,
It
what I'm
wasn't.
saying?
They took way too damn long.
Well, they had to like they knew that you were going there to see Red Hope, and so they were like, we're gonna make you sit through this long ass shit, and then we're gonna build it up, and then we're gonna give it to you for like only a couple of scenes, and then it's gonna be subpart. Like literally, the introduction to it was fire. The way that they settled it and ended it, dog.
So bad.
I was like, bro, like
So bad.
4 out of 10 for sure. Complete ass. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? I honestly, I think that I'm boycotting the movies all 2025. I don't think that I'll go see another one. And if I do, y'all can hold me to this. If I do go see another movie, it's going to be 8 and up. It's going to have to be 8 and up. I can't go and see another fucking 4. I can't
what am
do
I
it.
anticipating this year?
I don't see anything, bro. Like, I mean,
Me either.
I don't see anything. Like if I see something, it's going. Honestly, I might go see Sinners with Michael B. Jordan, and if that movie is dog, I'm done for the year. I can't do it. Shit is bar. I cannot
Yeah, it's
do it.
bad.
Can't sustain it. That movie has to like make up for the last 4 movies I went and seen.
Mm-hmm.
And if it doesn't, then I'm just gonna be like, bro, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. So potentially boycotting. Don't hold me to that. I'm gonna go see Sinners, and if that one's bad, then y'all gonna hear a different tune from me on the pod. So
Yeah, I'm not anticipating anything this year.
that's the only one, bro. Like that's the only other movie that I've seen the trailers for, and I was like, oh, okay. But then again, I'm like, I can't go based off trailers anymore. They're all susceptible to like, they're lies. You know what I'm saying? I still stand on this. We saw the Craven trailer, and the fucking rhino was like 18 feet tall. And then we got to the movie theater, and that nigga was like shorter than me. And I was like, bro, that's... I can't do it, bro. I can't do it. It pains me. Pains my pockets.
Yeah, I can't do any of this shit.
Can't do it. Can't do it, bro. But, you know, outside of that, you can't hate the hustle, man. I mean, these niggas is making their money.
Have you been working on anything exciting lately?
Why did you ask like that? That was crazy. What the fuck? That was ridiculous. What?
Answer the question.
Say it again. Ask me like a normal person.
Okay, I'll do it normal.
All right.
Are you working on anything exciting? All right, I'll try again.
It's your real voice. All right.
You working on anything exciting?
Hey, sure, man. Yeah, I'm always working on something
That's
exciting.
good. Tell us more. Trying out different characters.
Which was this? What's his name?
Dixie.
Dixie? Where's he from?
Win.
When? Yeah, that one queued up, didn't you?
No, that was.
It's off the top.
Yep.
I'm always working on exciting shit, man. Yeah, I'm working on a project right now. Coming out at the end of the year. I'm also working on a big feature, releasing in April. Working on rolling out this music video that I got for the last project that I dropped in December. And I got another music video that I'm putting together. And then, yeah, outside of that, working on buying my first piece of property, which I've been saying since fucking last year. But, you know, this is trial and error, guys. You got to really lock into whichever one you want. Anybody in real estate understands, you know, you don't want to buy a lemon. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then obviously my stocks and shit. Oh, funny story. I finally got I got resubmitted for my put options. Interestingly enough, there was a fucking snafu on my application. that disqualified me, but it was because I don't read. I just clicked shit and went through that. But got resubmitted. Probably gonna get the approval come Tuesday, so I'm gonna be able to begin really making this more money on putting up no money opposed to putting up all my money. So yeah, all exciting stuff. Basically, guys, I'm just working on everything that I've been working on. It's the same shit, different day. But yeah, big stuff on the way. New videos, new music, and new properties, new money. Coming into some new money in 25. As all of y'all should be. If you're not, reevaluate some shit. Figure it out. If you're not fucking learning and growing, you're dying. So, type shit. What about you? You've been working on, well, I know what you're working on. Is it exciting?
What am I working on?
Work.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Is it exciting? Anything new and exciting besides your,
I had to deal with fucking Ravi, the fucking Indian on the fucking commercial job. And I've been texting him back and forth, and I finally resubmitted like a little test estimate for him. He called me. He goes, "Hello, Ricky, how are you doing?" And I go, "Uh-oh." I go, "Oh, shit." I go, "Time to fucking lock in." You're talking about locking in? I had to lock the fuck in.
Why? Wait, hold on. Why does a man with an Indian accent make you lock in?
Would it make you not lock in?
No.
Why?
Because I deal with them regularly.
I guess. That's a good point.
Like, why does it make you lock in? Are you trying to understand them? Is that what it is?
Yeah, and then I'm scared that, like, they're not going to understand me, so I got to lock in. I can't just be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" I got to.
Well, I mean, hopefully not. You run a business. Hopefully that's not how you're talking to your clients.
I'm Dana White. I'm Dana. I'm 100% Dana. I got full Dana energy at this company. But so I was talking to him, and I really had to just lock in because that Indian accent and the whole men from India.
What about them?
Are
what about them?
So
okay.
Cool and different culturally that I need to take my time to learn more about them.
I like how you landed that plane. Ricky has a PR representative that's helping him.
Yeah.
Guys.
He said, "Please don't say inbred fucks." And I said, No.
I'm just going to hint at it. Don't worry about it, guys.
The toad people of the dirty rivers.
The dirty toad.
The dirty toad
The
rivers.
dirty toads.
No. But anyway, so he's talking to me, and then the whole time, like, he's hitting me with all these questions, and I'm in the pocket.
Right.
As I like to call it. And that's where the caffeine, the nicotine, and the THC have merged in such a specific way that I'm answering these questions like Elon and Tony Stark had a child. And every time I answer him, he's going, "I'd very much like the answer to that. That is what I wanted to hear." And I'm going, "I fucking made it up."
Fucking knew it.
No, I made it up. I don't know what I'm saying at all.
Knew it.
But each time I'm fucking getting him. And then finally he's just like, "Okay, I have everything I need. I'll get back to you." And I just go, "All right." And scene, because that was just a extremely long, difficult phone call to navigate. And then he would make his fucking jokes, and they were bad jokes.
And
you have to laugh at them. You have to go.
I don't think that I've heard an Indian joke that's good, to be honest with you.
Well, not known for their comedians.
Not at all.
Known for their engineers.
Yeah.
Their doctors.
For sure.
Not a lot of Indian lawyers. Can't argue very well.
Yeah.
You guys need to get better at arguing.
It's
keep bobbing your head.
It's a language barrier.
And the judge is like, I don't believe you.
I can't.
He keeps shaking his head no.
I don't understand what you're saying.
So dealt with that.
Mm-hmm.
Exciting wise, I really do want to get more and more into commercial, because I even said this to my mom. I was like, because she was like, "You're just like built for it. You just know how to handle it." I go, No. I am the raw material. So I'm meant for it in the way I'm the raw material, but I'm currently being forged. And they're the ones forging me. I'm just letting them forge for me. Just letting them show me what they want, why they want it, and how I can give it to them. So instead of dealing with like a one-on-one homeowner to where I'm just like, I've got to deal with all your anxiety, I now have to deal with 8 to 10 people's anxiety because I'm dealing with project management companies,
PMs.
owners, buyers, and they all think that they are in charge of said project. So what I do is I just go, you are. And I just go, yes.
Agree to disagree.
I agree that I'm going to do what I want to fucking do. Yeah, he kept grilling me. He was like, how do you come up with an average for each dumpster enclosure? I was like, because I looked at it. And he was like, but you did not measure? And I was like,
No.
I don't need to measure. I go, it's going to take me this amount of time, this much material. And he's going, well, so you want to bill us later for extra? I was like, no, I'm comfortable like fucking breaking. I truly did say this. I was like, I'm comfortable breaking even on that one because I know I'll get the rest of them after I do it. And he was like, I like your confidence. And I was like, okay. And then after that, he was like, all right, so how? Oh, I'm not in the accent.
Yeah,
How do you how do you measure?
Nigga turned to a white guy.
How do you measure the dumpsters if you don't know? And then how do you charge them all the same? And I go, I charge them all the fucking same because I don't know what's underneath. I go, I'm a repair contractor. And he goes, I understand. We have many contractors that work for us. I go, let me finish. He shuts up. And I go, well, I'm a repair contractor, meaning that I have no idea the extensiveness of the damage until I get in there. So I've given you a price that I'm comfortable with, meaning that I've looked at it. I think it's going to take this much time, this much material on average. There's your price. That's what I'm going to do. When you sign the contract, that's what I'm going to ask you to pay me when I'm done. Once again, Ricky, I like the way you answer these questions. I go, what the fuck?
Wait, so
God
like,
damn.
But if you do have to do over the work, like the amount of work that you've estimated for, do you charge them more? Do you back charge?
No.
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 So if you're wrong, then you just take it on the chin.
I'm not.
You're never wrong. Yeah. Okay.
Cut this, Havii.
Right.
I've priced it to where I could take this whole thing down, build a new one, and still make money.
Okay. So
That's the game I'm playing.
got you. I got you. And I'm not gonna cut that, but understood. I'm not cutting that.
That means, and I'm telling him I'm gonna break even in my head. I'm like, there's no
I'm
fucking
making so
shit.
much fucking money.
Even. I go, what?
Yeah, there's no way. I'm about to say because if you did undercharge, then you would want to have more, so you overcharge so that you're for sure gonna make a profit. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's fucking good. Way to be a businessman.
Oh, dude, it is just coursing through my veins. Whenever I'm on these calls or whenever I have to do like the business side of stuff, an entity enters me. I don't know what happens or who comes out, but I have answers like this, and then I start telling them like almost like, yeah, what? Like, why would you even ask that? And they're even like, I know, I'm sorry. And I'm like, I'm over here like, I've never done this before, and you don't know, and you think I'm better. Oh, shit.
Well, I mean, I feel like that goes into like the human psyche of things. It's like whenever you do call out a contractor, you are kind of paying for their knowledge base as well as the work. So of course they're gonna grill you because money is concerned. But at the same time, when you give them a solid answer, it's like they're gonna take that answer unless they know more than you.
But
and they
putting
don't.
me in the grill is just
You in the grill.
Putting me in the grill.
Putting you in the grill
is just. I don't know. I just react instantaneously. Is just like perfect.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, I go, how the fuck am I going to do this? But in the moment, I'm just like, yeah, we'll get it done. We'll get it done like it's nothing. I'm literally the Wolf of Wall Street.
It's because you're going to make the money.
I'm Wolf of Wall Street, though, in terms of like on the phones where he's like, he's just fucking selling them. And they're like, how are you fucking doing this? He's like, I don't know.
You're gonna make the money. Like, you know you're gonna make the money. Money's on the line. So like,
yeah,
you gotta sell them. It's like, or lose the fucking contract to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
So nah, you already got them. I mean, that's fine. But yeah, no, commercial where the money at, man.
And then he was like, yeah, because then he was like, what else do you do? I explained what I do, and he was like, I have like a ton of work for you that has been failing lately.
Who, the Indian man?
Yeah, and he was like, we keep trying to put epoxy in these cracks, and I'm like, yeah, it's not you need a rigid repair, not a flexible repair.
What was his name?
Ravi. Like Havii, but with an R.
No, not Ravi, Havii. Ravi, Havii. No. Ravi.
Avi.
No.
Then you put an H. Avi.
Ra.
Havii.
Ra.
Ravi. Ravi.
You called him Ravi, like ravioli.
I called him Ra, the sun god.
You called him Ravi, like ravioli. Ra and Ha, not the same. Y'all ever find yourselves in dire need of writing some shit down? Some very important shit down, but you just didn't have a utensil? Well, look no further. We have Expo markers. Expo has came out of the woodwork and sponsored us. You know, back in the day, those markers were not low odor. They were very high odor. And whenever you'd write with them, you'd catch a fucking contact high. So we have the highest odor level of marker that Expo can provide us with. You know, if you want to write and get high, we got it for you here. Use code BOP10 for 10% off of their new high odor Expo marker.
It's the smelliest marker on the market.
It'll get you high, though, guys. No need to smoke. Just write. That should be their slogan. No need to smoke. Just write.
Just right.
Just write.
Just right. What comes to you?
Just write.
Just
High
fucking Transformers language.
high odor Expo marker. It's got a ring to it. High odor. High.
Odor.
No. No. Nope. Nope.
Sorry.
No, sir. Not that one. Not Hoder. Shit. Well.
Business, and then I told you about my engineer situation, right? Where I was beefing with the engineer.
Yeah.
He got back to me. He wants to take me out to lunch.
Oh, that's good.
I said,
It's pretty fucking
of
awesome.
course you fucking do.
It's pretty fucking awesome.
So that was good.
It's always good in the neighborhood when the engineers want to take you out to munch something.
Whoa.
Pause. That was crazy.
Whoa. He's at the end, he's going to be like, you want to split a hooker?
And be like, no. No, I'm good. I'm about to say.
Be like, no, Clint, you freak.
What's up with the guys that invest in hookers?
Invest in them. What?
You're basically investing in them. They're doing a service for you. You're giving them money. It's an
That's
investment.
not an investment.
To a degree.
No one invests in me.
Yeah, to a degree.
They pay me for my services.
To a degree, they're investing in you and what you're doing.
And once
in
that
your
services
business.
are done and I'm paid, it's over.
So they're not investing in your business. They're not giving you money so that you can further your career.
No, they're not getting anything back. There's no investment on their part.
They did get something back.
What?
They got a
The
product.
service.
Exactly. It's an
then
investment
after
in
that,
your
there's-
business.
It's an investment in their property, but not in my business.
It's an investment in your business. They've invested their monetary gains into your business. They put their money into your pocket so that you can further your business.
Not so I can further my business,
It's
but
just-
so that they
it's-
can get said
It's
service.
but it's furthering your business, is it not? Indeed.
Yeah. Optional.
It's just a difference in opinion in how you look at it. Back to the original point: investing in prostitutes and hookers.
Yeah, how do you invest in them?
You give them money, same way you invest in anything.
That's not how I'm looking at invest. See,
Well,
that's where
that's
if
a
you're gonna
skewed
invest
view.
in one,
That's a skewed
invest
view.
in one.
That's a
That means you're gonna put up set amount of
skewed
money
view.
to buy said hooker.
Small view of the world.
You now own said hooker.
Small view. That's
She
a pimp.
Then exactly.
It's a pimp.
That's how you invest in a hooker.
Or just give them money. It's still an investment.
It's a customer.
An investment.
All right. When you go get food,
I cook it.
when you go get food,
When do I?
you have many of times.
I cook it.
Not every time.
Most
the
of the time.
times when you don't.
Okay.
Those times. Are you investing in the restaurant, or are you just paying
It
for the
depends on how
food?
you look at it.
I don't ever see it as an investment.
Depends on how you look at it.
If it was an investment, it would just be to said restaurant, and then you would get a kickback.
Not all
later.
investments acquire a return. Some acquire a loss or acquire a loss.
Yeah, but you won't get a loss if you.
If
you
my
got
food
it.
is bad, I
That's
lost.
not a loss. You
To a
still
degree.
got food.
To a degree, it's a loss though. I didn't enjoy it.
But it's not about the enjoyment. It's about giving what they said they would give. Otherwise, it's fraud. If you order a burger,
Anyways,
they bring out yogurt.
Moving on. Just the difference of how you look at an investment.
No, it's not.
It is. Why are you stuck on this?
Because it's the definition. Investing means that you're putting up risk monetarily to
Are
either
you
gain money
not?
or lose money.
Are you not? So if somebody gives you money and you fuck up, they put up monetary risk or gain. I can gain a better looking property, or I risk you fucking up. That's an investment
Then everything's an investment.
to a degree. Depends on how you look at it.
If you just want to look at it as everything's an investment, then everything's an investment.
It depends on how you look at it.
That applies to everything. If you just want to look at something as an investment, then to you it's an investment. But you have to come up with a basis of idea of what said thing is to then operate in the world of other people's realities.
I think that you're digging too deep down this rabbit hole. That's what
I think you made a blanket statement on what investing means.
Are you ready to die on this hill of investing?
Mm-hmm. Look up investing.
I'm gonna leave you here to
Define
die.
investing.
I'm gonna leave you here to die on this hill, and I'm gonna move on from this. Cause
Define investing.
you want to define it?
I can't. I don't have my phone.
Definition of investing.
Invest means expend money with the expectation of achieving a profit or material result by putting it into financial plans, shares, or property, or by using it to develop a commercial venture. Do you want to hear the next one?
Again, depends on how you look at it.
Yeah, but you can't go buy something and call it. Oh, you can.
You can. Yes, you can.
You can turn anything into an investment.
You can.
That's what you're trying to say.
No, I said what I meant. You can, if somebody pays you money based on the definition of what an investment is, they can receive profit from the work that you did, but at the same time, looking at it from a different standpoint, they've invested money into your business, which is now going to, in some way, shape, form, or fashion, give you a return. It may not get, but it can also give them a return because they've also invested in their property. It's all contingent upon how you look at it, man. Semantics. You're playing a semantics game here. And I don't know why you were ready to just fucking bleed out on this hill. Why would you? Why was this the hill that you were prepared to die on? Investments. You
So I
believe?
was wondering why you would think that people were investing in me. I was like, once we're done, we're fucking done.
Not necessarily.
Y'all ain't getting shit.
They put the money into you. No, okay. So you're talking about a shareholder, somebody that has stake in your company.
No, I was
That's what
talking
you're
about,
talking
No,
about.
I was talking about when people when I'm done with the project and they pay me,
Yeah.
I'm going like, are you considering that an investment into my business?
To a degree, but like
I saw it later,
what
but it was
you're-
like it
what-
has to do with their perspective on it.
what you're talking about is somebody who has a share of your business or a stakeholder in your business who receives a financial gain from your business profiting. That's what you're talking about.
Where the mistake was made is that the perspective of the person giving the money determines how they spent it. So if I spent money on something and I just spent it on that, then that's fine. If I spent it on it with the intention of an investment, then that therefore makes an investment. But when I think about it, I'm like, well, then what the fuck are you investing in? But if their perspective is I'm investing in said business for I'm like, oh, okay. Investing then is more
Well, then they have a level of
perspective than it is situation.
they have a level of stake in that business now. Those are two different things. You can literally go buy food and be like, I invested in this food. I invested in this company. I gave them money to further their business. That's really all that an investment is. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're getting a gain on the back end of them doing well. It just means that you've given them money to further their business. Now, if you take whatever you invested in and you then gain money from that, well, then that's also an investment. But what you're talking about in terms of I've given this company money and I will expect to receive a financial gain from them profiting, that's having stake in a business. That's having stake in a company. That's having stake in something or owning shares of something to a degree. So it's semantics.
It's semantics, but I fear that it gets dangerous when it's not viewed as what is it? When you view it as purchasing something versus investing in something, and then making everything that you purchase the possibility of being an investment. But it's just in terms of
that's smart.
Perspective of whoever's doing it.
If
So
you
if you do it and you want to be like, hey, I just bought this, then yeah. But if you do it and you go, no, I'm investing in this because of well, then you are. It just depends.
So a person then, okay. if you are investing in a business and you're expecting financial gain from that business, that's different from investing in
A cheeseburger.
just investing in the business and being like, I want the service, I want this back. Because but see that's the other thing.
That's
to
where
a
I was.
degree,
I didn't want the wires to cross
it's
between
serv-
investing in like a stock and then like investing in a cheeseburger.
Well,
I didn't want them to be the same
investing
thing.
in a stock is you're buying shares. You become a holder
Yeah.
of something.
Yeah.
You own something. But then to a degree, again, I can literally make the argument for if you buy a cheeseburger, I own this cheeseburger now. I can
No,
go
correct.
sell this cheeseburger and make money from this cheeseburger. Or I can eat this cheeseburger and satisfy my hunger. Either way, it's an investment.
Yes.
It just depends upon how you look at it.
But that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you can force the perspective to make it any situation that.
Is that forcing though? Or is that just like the natural order of things?
It's not the natural order of things.
I
There's a
feel
bunch
like
of
it would
stuff that
be.
you buy that you're not investing in. That's what I'm saying.
But I feel like you, to a degree, you could be investing in that because it's
Right.
providing you with something.
But you aren't.
But it's providing you with something. So to a degree, it's an investment still.
Okay.
Hunger was satisfied. Needs were taken care of.
I'm saying if you don't get the differentiation,
You're talking about the black and white.
if you
definition.
don't get the differentiation, then you end up making
know.
everything that versus one being more defined
Oh, no, I
as
do.
something that would actually like give you either a return / not return versus something that's just
I do.
what I would consider not an investment.
I do, but I mean, I strive to make all of my purchases investments. I think that that's a fucking very smart thing to do. That's how you make money. Why buy something that you're not going to get something back from?
Because you die.
Not necessarily. If I buy a cheeseburger, I get food.
No, because either way you die. So if you die with a bunch of assets or you die with no assets,
I died rich or I died poor. Preferably, you die rich. It's a preference, but not a necessity.
right.
Yeah. But like I thought you were talking about in terms of if you don't invest in something like food. Okay, investing in food. You've heard that phrase before. Invested in food. But not in
No.
terms of like I'm investing in like a food company or a food business.
But that's where my mind goes. So my mind has the differentiation.
Semantics. That's all. Just semantics.
Define semantics.
It's the
Because I don't know what semantics means.
semantics basically means arguing over the definition of a word, basically. So you're trying to figure out a word that means multiple things, a word that can have multiple definitions, basically. And people are arguing over that, trying to understand it. So
Right.
tomato, tomato, potato, potato, semantics.
Right.
Yeah, that's all. Semantics. That's all it is.
So yes, this is
It's basically an
semantics.
argument over the definition of a word, and it can go either way.
I wouldn't even say that I'm arguing. I'm saying I'm trying to paint a better picture of my definitions of investing.
Yeah, I mean, you can invest in something and gain profit from it, or you can invest in it as a service. Either way, you're getting something for what you're putting your money up for.
No,
If not,
I fully agree. I'm just trying
if
to
not, then
differentiate them.
that's just like that's an angel investor. Just give you this money, you go do. It's even then though, angel investors, you put up a large amount of money. You don't necessarily collect on it on the front end, but you collect on it on the back end. It's different types of investments. But you've never heard investing in food?
No.
I've heard that many a time.
How
Just
would you
like go
invest
buy-
in food?
Just
Or
go buy
like-
groceries. You're satisfying your hunger. Just like somebody that's like, I'm investing in McDonald's. Like I'm getting money back. It's still a service to a degree. It's all by trade.
I
all it
hear
is.
like saving money. I've always heard like saving money
Buying
by
groceries.
buying groceries.
I've heard investing
Not like investing
in food.
in food
Investing
by
in food
getting
today.
groceries instead of
Oh no, see, but like you're thinking
to
about it
save
like
money.
you're thinking about it in terms like that. No, like somebody just like instead of saying purchasing food, just invested in food. It means the same thing. But if you say I invested in a grocery company, that means something different. Or it can.
Yeah.
It can mean
And
something
yes,
different.
and I am arguing the semantics of I've had a different dictation of the definition of that in my mind the whole time.
Yeah, no, I mean,
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. And that's what I meant by you could force it in terms of I'm saying, although I don't view it that way, you can now force that into being an investment by simply claiming it's an investment. So therefore, I technically have to agree with that because you're right.
Well,
That's what I mean by the force of it.
Well, I mean,
Does that
like,
make sense?
if you it does, but like, if you break it down to its most base level, an investment is you're putting up money to receive something on the back end. That's all an investment is. That's all an investment is. You're putting
Okay,
up. You're,
so
you're putting
so
up
then-
monetary to receive something on the back end.
How would you define putting up money? Would you define that as just wasting money?
What?
Of like purchasing something without an asset value of
It's
any
charity.
kind.
It's charity. You're just giving money away.
But okay, but if it's for yourself,
What? Like, you're not getting anything back for it. You're not getting a
Yeah.
service. You're not getting a good. You're not getting money back.
yeah,
That's charity.
okay,
It's literally charity. It's nonprofit. Nonprofits do it all the time. So if I give my money away to a charitable organization, I'm just giving it away. Now, granted,
no. I'm saying like say give it away in terms of, or not give it away.
paint
but
an example of when I would give my money away.
Purchase something that doesn't have an asset or investment value.
But see, like, I don't think that's charity, because anything that
Okay.
normally anything that somebody buys is going to have a level, whether it be sentimental, non-tangible, monetary, in order for them to live, anything that somebody buys out of the realms of charity is going to serve them in some way, shape, form, or fashion.
Okay.
So when you give money away and you don't receive anything, any of the things that I've said, that is charity. You're just giving the money away. It's the equivalent of going to a homeless person and being like, here.
And then so everything else that isn't charity would
It can be categorized as an investment. Now, if you want to break it down further, there are different types of investments. Like an angel investor. I can't say that if I buy a cheeseburger, I'm an angel investor for McDonald's. No, you're fucking not. No, you're not. No. Because an angel investor is somebody that puts up a large sum of money, but over time acquires monetary back from whatever they put money into. Like, if I look at the definition of an angel investor, it's going to be starkly different than the definition of just an investment. An investment
loan
is
officer,
a blanket.
fronter,
Is a blanket
anyone
statement.
who gives money in order to receive more.
What your definition of investment that you were thinking about, what that is a stakeholder, somebody that owns stake in the company. If this company does bad, I'm affected. If this company does good, I'm affected because I own stake. I have stake in the company. Or another term for that is a shareholder, somebody that owns shares of said company to a degree. Now those can be used synonymously, but at the same time they differentiate to a degree. I could dive into that too, but it just depends on how you want to use them. But
So
yeah,
would-
no, you're not
would-
wrong.
So
You're
would
not wrong by any
credit
means.
card companies be investors in terms of like they invest in giving you said cards?
It's an angel investor.
Yeah.
It's an angel investor. So they're gonna
They
give
just flipped it.
they're gonna give you
Instead,
I'm gonna give you this money for you to spend, and I'm gonna receive it back with interest.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
But you're not building any business with it. You're just using it to
Yeah.
spend
They fucking tricked you. They said, yeah. So you could though, like when you open up lines of credit and you
They're doing the business model, but on people just purchasing items, not growing a business.
they're doing the business on people.
We
That's it.
figured it out.
Their business is people. It's not a tangible. It's not a like a service. It's people.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, but like it's any business. An angel investor invests in a company and receives their money back with interest.
Yeah.
A credit card company does the exact same thing, but it
Exact
doesn't
same
invest in
thing.
a business. It invests in people. And if the people were smart, they
Purpose
would
purchases.
take that fucking money and go open up a business and then be able to pay back the credit card company
Yeah.
with interest, and they'd still be getting their money and they go do it to somebody else. That's the whole model.
Yeah, that's why credit card companies hate fucking
Business owners.
businesses.
Exactly. Because they're like, you fucks
Yeah,
figure
I'm
it
like,
out.
why do you guys not want to fucking attack me now? You guys wanted me fucking when I was poor.
But that's one of the main reasons that I'm all like, hard assets are the way to go, because you can't open up lines of credit on soft or non-tangible assets. You have to have a hard asset that's like, you know what I'm saying? Then you can open up a line of credit on it, and then if you take that line of credit out, they're gonna charge you with interest on that.
Which
but
is fine.
you can go.
Well,
you
that's
can
why
go
you gotta
make,
be able to be a dog and
you can go
negotiate
make
that
so
interest.
much more money utilizing that line of credit. So it's a pyramid scheme, and you want to be at the top. No.
Not even the top, but just always
Not at the bottom.
well, you could even be at the bottom as long as you're perpetually making more than your cost of living is,
or your cost
without doing anything,
or your cost of payment.
you know.
In that game, you're always paying somebody.
No, but I'm saying, like, if you, like, say you figured out, like, whatever you did, but you could only live on, like, very basic income, but without working, you don't work, and still manage to save money. Done, hacked.
I mean, yes, but if you're in that wheel,
that wheel's been broken now because there's no owing. There's no working. Anything you do, like all your needs done, taken care of. You've hacked it. So anything beyond said that, you're acquiring purely out of just want, which is fun as fuck.
As long as whatever you're paying on whatever you're being charged. Because again, if I'm thinking about this the right way, correct me if I'm wrong, but like what you're saying is person A right here, opened up said line of credit, right? And they're utilizing that credit to go take care of their means, but they're making more, so they're saving and then still being able to pay this person, right?
No, I'm saying.
What are you saying?
I'm saying whatever situation they've set up, say it's that one.
Okay.
But there's many others.
Yeah, for sure.
Any one of them they went with now gives them enough income to live very kind of just basic, right? Without working. So now anything that they do is like that's just pure passion. Like, so their work then becomes passion. Their spare income becomes just income for wants. And then if you want to hack it beyond there, then you just have kids and then you just show them the same model. But then using you, then they can go into more of a middle, same model, more of an actual top, but with zero fucking work involved.
Yes, I think that I'm following. All that I would say is
to bring in income,
look, well, here.
You know what I'm talking about.
So if you had two people, one person that just works with no credit and one person that works with credit. This is why credit is king. You have one person that works with no credit and you want one person that works with credit. This person that works with credit, as long as they're able to pay off the credit to a degree and make that payment. Granted, you never want to pay off credit because you can leverage that credit to go do other things. The person with credit is always going to have access to more money than this person that's just working with no credit. They're going to have access to buy bigger things and use money that's not theirs. Right. This person's going to, it's the exact same thing as having a debit card versus a credit card. Right. This person is always going to have to use their money. This person is leveraging somebody else's money. You still have to pay this person. So what I'm saying is, as long as you can pay this person, yes, you can pay this person and be free and clear to do whatever the hell else you want to do.
Yes.
The real game is when you can utilize a line of credit to pay a line of credit. That's the real fucking game. Because then at that point you're just playing with fake money.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Once you hack up out of there, then you're exactly where you're talking about, playing with fake money with zero consequence. Because you've literally taken care of
as long as you have this taken care of, as long as you have this taken care of and you have everything else taken care of. Because if you don't pay this person, they're gonna come get you.
Yeah.
So as long as you're paying this person, you're good to go.
Yeah.
And if you have money left over, you can go put that into another line of credit and open that up, and then it's a stacking game. This is what every rich person, every wealthy person does, you know. And then what you were talking about with kids, if you teach your kids this model of how to utilize credit properly, they're going to be fine. But the even better thing is if you set up a business and you show them how to run said business utilizing credit, that's awesome. My automatic thing goes into just buy a property for your kid. put somebody into it, have that property accumulate wealth over time, have somebody rent it out, and then your kid walks into a business it's lucrative, it's making money, you know, set it up that way, it's making money. But then if they go and refi that, 5 years. I mean, my realtor is working with somebody who bought a duplex, triplex in I think 1990 something, and they never refied. There's like $100,000 plus in that home, like 500,000 that he was saying. That's just in that home, sitting there, that they can pull out and do whatever they want to do with a lower payment as well. Yeah. So you give that to a kid, you say you have a business here that is literally running, it's fully functioning, you're making money. All that you have to do is continue to put somebody into it. You're going to be making money. Yeah. You're going to be able to utilize the credit on this, and you're going to open up lines of credit on it, and you can even refi at some point in time if you want to, lower that payment and pull money out and get that equity as well. That's a better gift than a fucking college fund, in my personal opinion. But not all people are built for that and understanding like how to do that too. Not every kid's an entrepreneur. No. So
it's a very aggressive model is what it is, and cannot be done by most. What you're proposing is an extremely hard workout.
No.
Yes.
No.
And requires a level of intelligence and movement that not everyone can do. And I think that you forget that. I think that you forget your abnormality. Like your pinnacleness of like thinking. I think that you don't understand that although you're at like the peak in terms of like thinking about that and like managing it, you then everyone else is. Not even close.
I've always had the assumption that like everybody else can do it if they want to.
No, not even. Do you understand that? Not even if they want to.
So okay. So let's
even if someone wants to run as fast as you, can they?
It depends on their situation.
Mary. If Mary wants to run faster than you and beat your best 40.
No.
Can she?
No.
Correct. That's what you don't understand. You're not getting the fact that like you're operating at this level, but since you're operating on this level, for some reason your brain then immediately makes everyone operate on that level. So it's almost like if you run like a 4.340, your brain automatically goes, everyone does.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like everyone can if you work at it.
But I'm saying like no. You need to actually like recognize like the pathways and the orientation of your thinking as being like abnormal and like, but like not abnormal, like not in a bad way, but like abnormal in like the way a fucking freak running back is or like a freak receiver is abnormal. I'm saying like you're doing things that no one's doing right now. All these people that you're getting this from, do they look like us?
No.
Yeah. No shit. I know that because I've been so involved in the real estate game like a fucking freak since I was a child. But that's me going like, I know a lot just from being around, so I can fucking hang. You're doing a fucking just fucking speed run. And I don't think you understand. I don't think you're comprehending just how much you're comprehending. So yeah, you're gonna do very, very well in terms of once you catch a rise, you'll be able to cook. The only thing I would say for you would be to make sure that you always have this might be the wrong definition, but a hard asset. And a hard asset to me is something that's like either taxed cash or paid for physical assets.
Like your tools.
Correct. Or gold or a paid off house.
Got you.
So once you have those things, then you can so freely play the market, because when the market eventually does crash, as it will throughout history, when it happens to you, although it'll look bad on paper, since you have all your hard assets,
be fine.
As long as you play the survival game for a couple of years and you go, oh man, you know, it's tough. You talk to all your real. It's tough.
So
It's
broke.
tough. You have the hard assets, which gives you the. I actually secretly don't have anxiety. They all do. It's bad when it happens. It's already started to happen, especially with the realtors.
Right.
Then you just get to wait it out, and then immediately, like the same way muscle memory is, you immediately just like bounce back immediately. So if you go back to all those guys in like '08 that were like real estate investors and stuff, they got torched, but they had they'll always say this in a different way, but they had hard assets that kept them afloat long enough to stay in the game long enough to keep all their investments going. So then on the next wave, then what do? Write out all their lines of credit that they can take out on all this fucking fun.
You're talking about stuff that's not like a volatile market. You have to have somewhere to put your money where the volatility is low, basically, where you can literally gain money without the risk of losing money.
Yeah, but just by having just stuff
like a house you own to a degree.
Yeah,
That own outright. No, you
Yeah.
don't have to pay anything on outside of maybe property tax.
house you own,
I got you.
6,000 Jordans, fucking gold, anything that you can literally just go, oh no, actually I got
I
some
love
shit.
You know, I've been a
Whatever it
big
is.
investor of precious metals. I love precious
Exactly.
metals.
But if you hold enough of that,
Gotta hold it.
you can have the ability to then weather multiple storms as though it's nothing. So every person I've seen like you that stays and like actually goes like full fucking maniac with it, they always have these hard assets or said side business that they purposely let get taxed. Purposefully, because they have all that now. And now the reason why they only want to have that is to leverage it so that they can do all their leverage games. But once you have that, then you're just good on both angles.
I think that it's definitely smart to set up some. It's just like hedging a bet. You know, you have to be able to put your money somewhere where the money only, your money's only going to gain money. It's not going to lose. Like, so for example, like if you wouldn't want to just put all of your money into cryptocurrency, or you wouldn't just want to put all of your money into even the gold and silver market. But granted, the gold and silver market over time, you've seen it just only goes up over time.
Yeah, you
Like,
could. You absolutely
absolutely
That's
could.
The thing.
What I'm saying, like
As long as you're making enough money.
where my mind goes to in terms of like when you want to like store money away is it goes back to the options game that I was talking about. That's like I like to capitalize
But
on
see, that's
free
what you
money.
don't understand. You're now playing with lines of credit at the casino, and you're not understanding that you're a pro gambler now. I'm playing with, I put my money in, I wait for it to transfer, and then I put it into said stock. That's what I'm trying to point out to you. You're saying, no, I don't have time for that. I'm going to play this put option game, which I didn't even know existed. Can comprehend pretty easily, though I know what it is. And now you're just able to move it at a just higher rate of speed, therefore gaining you way more.
There's two different ways to do that. So you have a cash secured put, and
Which
then
would be more risky for everyone else, but not for you. Why? Because you're better.
Well-
That's what I'm trying to explain. You keep being all like, there's no risk. There's no risk. There's a ton of fucking risk. There's less risk for you. That's what you need to acknowledge. There's a ton of fucking risk. And that's why I have to keep telling these people that there's a ton of fucking risk
Well,
when you
yes,
talk like this. Because they're going to get fucked.
yeah,
Do you understand why
Yes.
you make money in real estate? Because other people
can't
fail.
do it. I know. Look,
Because they lose.
There's risk in anything that you do. There's a level of risk. Any investment, there's a level of risk.
I know you always say this because your level is minimal.
You could get a bad burger. You could get a bad burger from McDonald's. But
Right.
look, in terms of the put options that I was trying to break down, you have.
can't though.
I've gotten a pretty bad fucking burger from McDonald's.
They all
Like,
bad. They
they-
made them all
they
bad so that
rubbery.
you can't even be like.
Look, so you have a cash secured put, which is what you're talking about, where you put
Mm-hmm.
in money up front and you say, hey, I have money in my brokerage account. I'm going to buy these. I have a promise to buy these if they hit my smile price. I have a promise to buy this stock, a share of this stock if it hits my smile price.
Yeah.
Right? And then you have a naked put, which is basically, I do not have any money and I'm not putting any money up front. I'm going to buy this if it hits my smile price. And I could potentially, if I want to, play with no money, which, I mean, I don't do that. But if I wanted to, I don't have to put up money to do that.
You need
Right.
fucking sticks.
With both of these different put options, you know, a cash secured put would be the better route in terms of talking about a hard asset.
Why are you doing like the structured day trading to where you just go, I would like to sell here, and then you just fucking leave it?
I just don't, because if I day trade, I feel like if you do it at a higher level, to do it at a high level, it takes so much time to just sit there and be like, I'm literally sitting here watching this. You have to watch it like a hawk.
No, you don't. You just have to watch it.
You do. You have to watch it like
You just have to watch it.
Day trading?
Yes,
Bro,
they're all gonna tell
put
you
it-
you have
put
to watch it like
you
a
put
hawk.
in you put in
You just have to
10
watch
grand.
it.
You put in 10 grand. You have to sit there
Yeah.
and wait and be like, I'm watching this until it hits a smile price, and I'm either gonna pull or I'm gonna keep playing.
Yeah, you know what
It's-
you
it's-
also
it's-
do
it's
though?
just gambling.
You watch whatever you want on this screen. You got the fucking screen right here, and you go, okay.
Well, yeah, yes. I mean, and that's
Today, I want to hit at this price, and I want to sell at this price.
to a degree. You know what's even better than that?
Because why can you do that? You know what's going, like all the back end
You see
stuff.
it.
That's what I'm saying. There's no work involved. The work involved is growing and learning your understanding, and then being willing to take said risks. That's what I'm saying. You should.
At some point in time, I most likely will get into day trading. Like, just being completely
Just set
honest.
up a fucking monitor next to you
I have 3. and
just leave it on. And just
I
be like, I
will.
want you to
I will
hear.
get into day trading at some point, because I mean, yeah, the gains on that are immense. But at the same time, though, too, you know, the introduction to a lot of this stuff. What I'm doing is right now, what my main focus is capitalizing on free money, and the best way that I've found to do that, obviously with credit and things of that nature, but to a degree, somebody can argue that credit isn't always free money. You have to pay.
Yeah. To pay more.
With these options that I'm working with, this is legitimately free money. This is how Warren Buffett has made his billions, is just put options. Now, granted, he's playing with millions of dollars.
Yeah.
But it's because this is the thing, dude. With any put option, if you put money in, you don't even have to put money in. Now that after I get approved for naked puts, I don't have to put any money in. I can just say, I'm going to buy this when it hits this price. And then they give me money for saying that.
Yeah, no.
And then after that, I'm like, if it doesn't hit that price, I get to keep the money and the money that I would have put in.
Yeah.
I get to keep it and then reinvest it.
Yeah.
So it's just me saying, I'm going to buy this. So imagine going to a store and being like, I want that coat. I'm going to buy that coat. And they're like, oh my gosh, here's 5 racks. And then it's like, cool, I could potentially get the coat and the 5 racks. I may have to put up money.
No.
Yes. If I say the coat's a stock.
You're saying I'd like this coat. When it hits this price,
When it hits this price,
I'll pay you. And they're going, all right.
that's it. And they pay you money for that.
How do they pay you?
It's called a premium. They pay you for that.
Pay you for what?
Saying that I'm going to buy it when it hits that price.
And what is that? A percentage? What's
No,
going on?
it's the premium. It's a premium for saying, hey, if this stock hits this amount, if it drops to this amount,
Correct.
I will buy this stock. I will buy 100 shares of it. That's the only way that you can put up a put option. You have to buy 100 shares of anything. So, for example, if a stock's at $26,
Okay.
or a stock's at $27.50, I put in a put option that says I'm going to buy this stock when it hits 26. I'm going to buy 100 shares of this stock when it hits 26. That's one put option, right? With a cash secured put, I'd have to have $2,600 in my brokerage account to secure that put.
Yeah.
They're going to pay me for just saying that I'm going to buy it at 26. That's called a premium. They're going to give
pay you what?
the premium.
What's the premium?
It's contingent upon the probability that it actually hits that. So if it's a high probability that this stock drops to 26, my premium is going to be higher.
Okay. It goes to 32.
I get my premium, and
You still get a
I
premium?
still get my premium. I put in that's the thing. But if it drops to 24, this is where it hurts. If it drops,
where does it hurt?
if it drops to 23 and I said I'm going to buy it at 26, well, fuck. I could have just bought it at 23 with my 2,600. I could have bought more at 23. I lost out on 300, but I still got that premium, so I can reinvest that premium into this 23 if I want to. it hurts when it goes below what your smile price was, because then you're like, fuck, I could have just bought it for the 26 that I paid. Because you also have a dude on the other end that's putting up a buy put option that's basically saying or a sell.
You're putting a bet on a bet.
Exactly. You're putting up a sell that's going to be like, I will sell all of my stocks if it hits this price, and they also get a premium.
Yeah, I've caught up.
Right.
You're betting on the bet, which is accelerating it on like a level that's just like.
So you're working both ways, and I'm even when it comes to this, I have a guy that's running game on it, and like I'm a novice to a degree, but like it's legitimately a way to capitalize on free. Now this is all fucking probably going over most of y'all's heads unless you're actually trading, but it's a way to capture free money just by saying I will buy this. And they say, you promise? And you say, I promise. And they give you money for that promise. Now, granted, if you do not come good on that promise, your assets will be liquidated and they will take your fucking shit. But if you come good on the promise, then cool. But 9 times out of 10, this is the thing. Like this is where the game gets played, man. The more money that you put into this promise, the more that you promise to buy, the higher your premium goes. So when we have Warren Buffett over here being like, I promise to buy 1 million of this fucking stock. Yeah. His premium's insane. And he just takes that free money and he repurposes it. And if he gets the stock, awesome. The stock eventually pays itself off. And if he doesn't, awesome. I guess you got free money. But either way, you get to keep the premium. Like when I found out about this, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, you just need to figure out what the premium is, though.
The premium is just the premium is based on the probability that it actually hits that smile price. So if I go in the allotted time period as well. So if I go like over
under,
basically, it's just the same way that bets are calculated.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying.
It's just a bet.
It'll be different depending on
it's just a bet.
How far away the likelihood of it hitting is.
And that's the game to play. But even
gotcha. So then everyone's gonna play that tight. They're gonna play that tight, get a very minimal premium, which wouldn't let them just accelerate. And then if you want to accelerate,
some niggas go crazy.
They go crazy with
it. Some
it.
niggas go crazy.
Right.
Where they're like, yo, in 3 days, this is the probability that it hits 26 very high. I'm gonna stack a huge premium on top of that though. If I buy the stock,
don't let me do this with Doge.
If I catch the stock, if I fucking catch the stock, I'm not hurting at all. So that's why when you have a goose egg of like 10K to go play this game with, bro, you're literally just making money, because then over time, yes, I spent my 2,600 on this, and I did, but I still got my premium. But over time, this stock's going to pay itself off because it's going to shoot back through. Now, if you buy a fucking bad stock, that's where you're fucked.
Yeah.
If you buy a bad stock and it crashes and you put up a put option.
Yeah, so still the identical same risk of any stock.
Yeah, but you're just getting free money opposed to.
But you double betted, so.
You're just getting free money opposed to being like, I'm just waiting for this to make money over time.
Yeah. I
want money now, and you get it.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. And that's base layer. Like there's way more options that you can. This is called option trading. There's way more options you can dive into and shit. And so that on top of the real estate game, on top of precious metals, on top of cryptocurrency, on top of owning some businesses, like that's where wealth is found and then distributed, and then playing the credit game with all of this shit. And that's one of the reasons that I started diving heavy into stocks too, is because like I told you this. I was dealing with cryptocurrency, and I was like, fuck, man. Cryptocurrency is the exact same thing as like purchasing a stock. It's just you're still in a volatile market. It's going up and down, and you're waiting for your money to multiply over time. I was like, how the hell do I get to money now?
Yeah.
How do I get to money now? How do I get to an investment now? This puts money in your account now. You can go put it in a put option today and have money in your account today.
Yeah.
So, and then you can go use that to go buy different shit. But then at the same time, if you end up buying those stocks, you can leverage credit against those stocks because they are an asset, and then you get more free money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna just keep playing stock market. I'll keep playing stock market straight. I'll eventually start playing the loan game against my business.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun.
Yeah. The thing that I will say about all of this is, like, if anybody wants to get into it, just figure out what works for you. Like I think that's the figure out what your purpose is in doing it, and then there's an avenue for you. You know, that's why I don't have an issue like sharing any of this stuff, because I mean, this doesn't work for everybody. It's not for everybody. This route isn't for everybody. But there's so many people that do put options. It's just you're like anything, you're in a volatile market still. It's risk and reward. But you know, I'm not sitting here like just like the precious metal shit. Knowledge I think is supposed to be distributed to other people. Now, granted, in a space of finite resources, I'm gonna keep my fucking mouth shut. But in terms of where we are now, this is get the money, man. Get to the fucking money.
Yeah, you can tell anyone anything. It doesn't matter. It's up to the person.
To
They'll do it either way.
Yeah.
They'll figure it out either way.
If they want to. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If they want to, you're not speeding up or slowing them down. You're just kind of
Guiding them along.
not telling them. It's like,
Yeah.
all right, they're going to figure it out.
Yeah, I've been blessed to have people around that are very, good with their knowledge base, and they're very sharing and forthcoming with it. I strive to do the same thing. It's not for everybody. And I think that's the thing. So when you do find somebody that's inquiring about it, or like you want to kind of tell somebody about it, that's interesting.
Yeah, are you a fucking risky individual? Can you live that sort of lifestyle, or would that fucking crumble you?
Yeah, you're going to freak out.
Even if you fucking, at the end of it, it skyrockets, and then you're like, you are Warren Buffett, but your whole life was spent anxiety, just being like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no. Nah, man.
You got to figure out how you want to do it.
Yeah, that's what I say. Like, you got to figure out what works for you. Not every method works for everybody. There are people that have heard this, and some people have heard this, and it's gone clean over their head. Some people are going to hear this, and they're going to be like, oh, I'm doing that. Some people are going to hear this and be like, I want to do that. And you have some people that are going to hear this and be like, oh, I'm going to do that. I'm doing it. I'm doing it now. And you can literally sow a seed anywhere depending on the soil that it sits in. That's what's going to determine whether or not it grows.
True.
So if anybody heard this and was like, oh, I understand now, it was meant for you. That's what I'm saying.
You complex fucking individuals. Me, I'm more of a simple man. I'm more of a simple man doing simple stuff.
You're not doing simple stuff. What are you talking about, bro?
Just doing simple man
Not
things.
doing simple man shit. You're literally running a business.
I've learned that the more you fucking take the route of, I'm just a simple man, the easier everything becomes.
Yeah, because people treat you like a simple man.
It's great.
But you're not.
It's great.
I mean, but that goes right.
There's Ricky's fucking lesson of the week. Just act fucking act competent, but as simple as you can.
Well, that goes right back to my theology, and not theology, my theory on things, where it's all like, this is feasible and anybody is capable, but will they do it? No. To your question, can Mary run my best 40? If she worked at it, I'm sure she could. But will she? No.
She can't, no matter how hard she works. That's what I'm trying to show you. I don't think you know that.
You don't think that Mary could run a 40?
Faster than you.
No.
She could never do one faster than me. Why?
She's a woman.
Built completely different.
Nah, that wasn't sexist. It's just the truth.
Yeah, we're going to go with mine. Just built different. You are built for this. That's what I'm trying to say. So all these other people, it's like, they're not even built, like, wiring-wise to do this. I don't think you understand that.
No,
I think in your mind, you probably think you have way more competition than you do.
I always think that way.
You don't.
Oh.
Yeah, you need to know that you don't. It's a barren wasteland of few and far between.
Like I said, there's nobody there.
Yeah, there ain't no one
Nobody wants to
around.
do that shit.
No, they don't. Exactly. Why do you think it pays so well?
That's true. Nobody's trying to do it.
Anything no one wants to do
Pays
pays
well.
great.
It's IT.
So as long as you figure out the most efficient way to do that, you're gold.
Nobody wants to do IT either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one wants to fucking dig with a shovel.
That's what
why
I'm saying.
just
Like, you're killing it.
That's why homeboy's just like, how do you come up with the price? I go, I just fucking say some wild shit.
Make it, man.
I say some wild shit, and you guys go, nice. And I go, okay.
Said, got him again. Got him
Simple.
fucking again.
Figure
Yeah.
out what you can do. Simplify it for yourself. Overcomplicate it for the rest of everyone. But yeah, this shit's real simple to you, but extremely complicated to the rest.
Damn. Well, I'm glad that it was simplistic to me. It just took some time. I think that's why I think this way. It's because, like, I had to look at it for a second and be like, oh, now I get it.
It really didn't, though. Didn't take much time at all. You didn't go to school for this shit.
Now what the fuck?
Didn't take any time.
I just heard it and then, like, saw
I've
it. And then
really
I was
been
like,
talking like this for maybe like a year and a half. Didn't take you that long at all. See, this is where you fucking...
I live in a prison, bro.
You live in like this prism of like, I think you think that you're at the bottom of the totem pole and just being like, I've entered. It's like, nope. Nope.
You've accelerated, brother.
Nope. Everyone under you is going like, what the fuck? How is he right there? And you're just like, nah, I gotta keep learning and growing. And it's like you do. It's great.
It's good to stay humble.
But
He said, but recognize.
I recognize that like no one else is doing this.
It's good to stay humble. But I
We've
appreciate
been out enough
appreciate that.
for you to know this. For you
Well,
to
yeah,
know that
bro.
this is concrete facts. I'm not just making this shit up.
We be seeing people that are just confused.
We've taken the surveys.
Yeah, we have.
Bring up any of this shit to anyone we've talked to over the last like 6 months.
Man.
Anyone.
And be like, what?
That's what I'm trying to explain.
Be like, what do you mean, what? And they'll be like, I don't. What? Shit.
And then you might have one guy who works in like finance who's capable of regurgitating things, but has no fucking clue.
Like
And
that
he's
guy
like,
at
I
the bar.
fucking owe so much money
So
for
broke.
this knowledge.
I'm so broke.
He's like,
Got-
and I barely fucking know any. I don't
got
know.
student debt, student loans.
They're charging me for this knowledge.
That's fucked up. But not at the same time. It's just a business. It's just another scheme, man. Would you go see? You seen the new trailer for the Jurassic Park movie?
Yes. That's an easy dub, but that's just a bunch of Red Hulk scenes. That's where it's like, I don't even care what they say. I'm still going. I'll go. I'll pay. I'll have
Right.
fun.
You see the alien-looking dinosaur?
Yeah.
Fuck, it looks insane.
I'm like, y'all gotta get up out of there.
That's the Predator.
See,
You got to get up out of there.
you need to, I mean, here's what I would do.
What?
You want to know how to fix the Jurassic Park problem?
Oh, this is gonna be good, guys.
You know who I hire?
Who'd you hire?
Barack Obama.
Okay, all right. I didn't think that was going that way, but all right.
Drone strikes.
Oh,
Ordnance. 2,000-pound
you
missiles.
just bomb them.
Level the fucking island. What are we doing?
I don't know. I think they're trying to save them.
For what?
I don't know.
For that? That's why we need our animals small. We can't let that be 10 foot.
What the fuck just happened?
That beast comes in here 10 foot. We're all fucked.
We're dead.
I'm calling Barack
She's gonna
Obama,
eat you.
and he's leveling the islands.
Yo, that motherfucker looked insane. You see the size of his arm?
Yeah, because they're going back to the original island where they were doing all the crazy,
The
wild,
experiments.
original shit.
The experiments.
Yeah, back with the white-haired man, who's me once again,
all the
just
most
being like, we're
dangerous
gonna
dinosaurs.
get fucking reckless out here.
It's all the most dangerous
I
dinosaurs.
got some money, and we're gonna do weird shit.
They brought back the Spinosaurus. They got back a couple of other crazy looking dinos, and they got this fucking
They
alien
got a Mosasaurus, as
A
though you
Mosasaurus.
wouldn't like immediately nuke it with a submarine.
with a bunch of Spinosaurus just
Yeah,
together.
rain down hell.
The fucking dinosaur has the head of like a predator, like of an alien, like AVP.
Yeah.
It's the alien head, but it's got like the knuckles. Like
I'm concerned.
It looks
I'm
insane.
concerned. It's a dinosaur-human hybrid,
I don't know what the fuck that shit is. I was like,
and I'm also concerned that it might be nice.
I said that motherfucker is Slender Man.
What if he like comes through and he's like, "It's all good."
He's not. That nigga is like 8,000
bends
feet.
the corner.
You
just
see how
boom.
big it was, bro?
Yeah, he's walking on his knuckles.
Makes the T-Rex look small as shit. Makes every other fucking experimental dinosaur that they had look small as the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
This nigga was that's the biggest dinosaur I think they've made.
But supposedly they're taking this off of a story that was made, and it was a book written about Jurassic Park. and it was the one where they have to go back to the original island.
Yeah.
The original island's been like just untouched for a good minute.
Yeah.
They go there, and supposedly like the basement like base facility has essentially 100 raptors. The T-Rexes have like multiplied on like a level that's like crazy, and they
believe it.
go in and just get fucking cooked. So, I'm hoping for that. I don't think we'll get it,
No,
but
we're
I think
not-
we're gonna
we're
get
not
a
getting that.
Disney-ified version.
Yeah, we're getting Scarlett Johansson making her way out of there. Some people gonna die though, for sure.
Yeah, Mahershala Ali's getting eaten like shit.
Somebody's gonna die. Some folks gonna die. The kids won't die. Scarlett Johansson won't die.
She won't die.
Everybody else might die. But interesting. I might go see that one. I'm okay.
I'll see that one.
I'm retracting my statement. I might go see the new Jurassic Park or Jurassic World, and I might go see Sinners. I just want to see if Michael
But at
B.
least
Jordan
that
cooks.
one, you're not going in with like anything. I was going into Cap being like, "Here we go. We got
But
a
see-
Marvel
but see,
Revolution."
Look at this shit though too. Like they all could be ass.
Yeah.
I think that's just the gamble that you have to take. So we're going to see Sinners. We're going to see that other one too. I'm
Yeah.
dragging you to Sinners. You got to come see Sinners.
It's gonna be crazy.
You got to come see Sinners. Like that shit has to be OC.
Oh,
Again, this is not a superhero movie, so I'm like, all right, y'all can actually fucking cook with this shit. It doesn't have to be Disney.
Yeah, it's actually like
Y'all
fully
can actually
separate.
fucking go crazy with this shit. So I'm
It'll
expecting
be
y'all.
rated R. Go nuts.
I'm expecting y'all to go crazy with the vampires and the old slave people and shit. Like I'm expecting this.
Not the
so.
slave vampires.
And the white women. Whoa.
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah, someone thought Havii was Jello at the theater last night.
Yeah, Shawty did just pull up and say, I might swerve in the corner. Whoa, whoa. Yeah. Shout out to Ricky's third piss break, guys. He's been smashing these Lone River Ranch waters, and that brings us to our next sponsor. Lone River Ranch Water, coming out with a new flavor, peach blueberry. Psst. You know what I'm saying? Peach blueberry. At this point in time, they've had so much success with their other flavors, they're just starting to combine wild shit. They may also have a dill pickle flavor coming out. Don't tell, don't ask, just let it rock. All right. So, shout out to our sponsor, Lone River Ranch Water. Get you a free case of ranch waters using code BOP free. But you have to be subscribed to not only our YouTube and our social media, but also the Patreon. So, BOP free. Get ranched. I don't know why they let me do these sponsors, but, I'm doing them. What's up, man? Girl, man, girl, man, person. Dog, person. You're a dog person.
That's what happens when Havii walks into a gay bar
I don't walk into gay bars.
on accident.
I would just turn around and leave.
True. How long do you think it would take? Figure it out.
As soon as I walked in, I think that I would know.
You'd be like, there's no bitches.
There's no women here. I'm like, interesting. And the guys are all, you know what I'm saying? I'd be
These
like,
are really cool.
nope. And I'm like, they're all kind of fruity. No offense to people that swing that way. It's just not my preference. Everybody has a preference. Some people don't have a preference. Those are the ones you got to watch out for. You got to watch out for them. You never know which way they're swinging, right? Never know which way that bat's going. You know what I'm saying? Could be going towards you. I mean,
Can't let that happen.
nah.
That's why you gotta keep a small katana on you at all
Gotta
times.
get up out of there. Gotta get up out of there. You ever think that you got like gay guys that like roofie men?
Yeah, they do a lot.
Really?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
a lot.
It's not good, man.
And then hey, also way more than you think, because who the fuck's going to the police station after that?
That's wild.
You think you're waking up and you're waking up and you're going like, nah, I definitely worked legs yesterday. That's why I'm sore. And you're going, that's what it is now for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I had a really weird sore night.
Yeah.
That's what they chalk it up to.
So you just got to stay out of there, man. You got to get up out of there. That's why you drink club soda and lime the entire night, you know. Wake up, no hangover, and you know exactly where you are. That way you can keep an eye on all your friends. In the event that something does happen, you'll know.
Yeah. Or just take all their drinks from them and just black out.
What?
What?
What? Hey, yo, man, what? Ricky's an avid drinker. Ricky's sponsored
Not
by
again. God damn.
Ricky's sponsored by any alcohol.
Whoa.
Any one of them. Just, you know, any of them.
Nah, you know. what I
Vodka,
want.
he got it.
I want-
Tequila, he
I
got
want
it.
Jaeger to sponsor the pod. I want.
Jaeger be cool.
Tito's has been pissing me off lately. I feel like they've been
Fuck
lying.
Tito's.
I feel like they were fucking pure.
Fuck Tito's.
They're not. No
Tito's
more.
is not pure. Tito's are how you
It
just,
was, bro.
Tito's are how
It's
you fucking. Tito's are how you just depressed. No, like
Also,
any
same with Casa, bro. Casa has to have grain in it.
Casamigos
It has to.
or Casamigos.
Yeah.
Yo, Casamigos is the literally the lowest tier of tequila that you can drink. It's so bad.
Yeah, it's gotta have grain
So bad. Like it's so
in it. It
ass.
used to be like dope.
That's why, like, you know, I will break my hard alcohol rule if we go on like a tequila tasting like event like Mexico, like real tequila,
Yeah.
real tequila, like where
They
you can
just offer
actually
better fucking
like taste it
bottles.
and it's good, like real tequila, opposed to here. Even 1942 is dog. Like I'm just
Yeah,
being completely
it is
honest. I'm like
completely.
it's not good shit. Niggas be out here drinking Don Julio Reposado like it's just the holy grail, and I'm like, bro, this is ass. If you've ever tasted real tequila, like good tequila, some of that shit on the shelf that you'll never buy, some of the best shit that you'll try.
Oh yeah. If
That
you
shit-
actually, well, if you go buy your own bottle, then it's fine.
Right.
But when you're out and about, like they'll be like, "Yeah, that's $52," and you're like, "Chill."
I'm like, what the fuck? 'Cause
Just because it's like
good.
reasonable alcohol.
It's 'cause it's good. It's actually like the real shit, opposed to no. I mean they run up like Casa Azul and shit, like or Casa Azul, whatever the fuck it's called. All the name brands get ran up. Clace.
Clace.
That Clace Azul.
Azul.
Yo, whoa, that was crazy.
Clace. Whoa.
Whoa, yeah. Don't repeat that.
No.
Leave that alone. Leave that alone, brother. Leave that alone. But yeah, Ricky smoking that good high grade. You know
No. See, that's been the fucking game changer this week.
what's been?
10% THC.
Oh, so you're smoking more like CBD.
Yes, just a low fucking grade. Identical to what we grew up smoking.
That's the good shit.
Literally.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, got it. Everyone out there, all my stoner friends, go back to 10%. Go back to 13%. What are we doing at the 20s?
30s.
What are we doing at the mid 20s? If you're at the 30s, get ready to have a fucking psychotic break.
30s.
You're fucked.
Seen it.
But yeah, these 10% have been fucking amazing.
That's awesome. You know, I think that's the way to go. Like
And I'm getting high, but I'm not getting I'm not tweaked out
belligerent.
at all.
Yeah. I think that it's, you know, if I were to go back to smoking at some point in time, I really want to just roll up my shit with like heavy CBD. You know what I've been looking at is
CBD
like
would be great, but dude, just get the lowest grade
the 10%.
THC or even fucking lower, dude. I swear to God, they were when we fucking were picking up sacks from dealers in fucking cars, worried for our lives. This was the weed,
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
and now that
Without
I'm
a
back
doubt.
to it, I'm like, oh yeah, this is what I want. This is what I was trying to buy the whole time.
Yeah, they
Instead, you guys give me the
went to the
synthetic vein
dispos.
juice, fucking
You
THC.
went to the dispos. The dispos got you cracked out.
Bro,
They
the
said-
dispos will be like, yeah, our lowest grade is like 18%. I'm like,
You're like, I don't want that
stop
shit.
doing that to my. It's not even about like, oh, the more you get, the higher you get. I think it's like your body's like, we can't even handle this. We don't even know what to do with this amount.
Yeah, it's too much.
We do not know what to do with this amount. Because with this amount, it's like, yeah, we know what to do. We're gonna make you fucking a little stoned.
Yeah, no,
I'm like,
it's
I
solid
bet,
for you.
word. That's what I wanted this whole time.
It's solid for you. This like the dispos got a hold of that shit and said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna give you crack." We're
It was
lacing
all
it.
the farmers, all the fucking business guys who was like, oh, we can make money at this? Let's fucking scale it.
We're lacing it.
We're lacing
Y'all want to get high?
lacing it, spraying it.
How fucking high you want to get?
And for sure spraying it. For sure adding even more synthetic THC to it.
Oh,
to
for
be
sure.
Like, it's now 27.5. It's like,
So
why?
y'all want this 30 ball?
It's like, I'm pretty sure I was smoking 7% and being on the
I
moon
said, fuck
when
no,
I was
want
like
this
16.
30 ball. What the hell? They said you need this 30 ball. We got you.
Yeah, you should not ever be tweaking out on fucking...
The higher the percentage. The higher the percentage, the better. You got people like that though, man. That like literally. Okay,
I think
so,
the
so
heroin
look,
addicts...
So look, no. People that grew up smoking that
Yeah.
stupid high percentage. No. The people that grew up smoking the stupid high percentage, because like all they weed they get is from the dispo and shit. They don't know any different. And so literally if they smoke that, they're gonna be like, it's not doing what it's supposed to. And you're like, whoa.
It's like, I don't think you know what it's supposed to
I don't think
do.
you understand. It's not supposed to make you a fucking zombie.
Yeah, I saw a fucking meme or reel about that, and it was like, do you guys understand that, like, people started smoking out of pens? And I was like, holy fuck. I was like, yeah. I was like, if you started me off on a pen, yeah, that's just downhill.
Toast. You started smoking wax first.
This, great.
Wasn't no
We're
flour.
doing fine.
Wasn't no
Everyone's
flowers.
successful. We're doing great. This
We're
other
smoking-
shit,
We're smoking extract.
this other, yeah,
Said what?
extract, rosin.
Resin.
Rosin.
Rosin?
There's rosin and there's resin.
The fuck?
Mhm.
Well, I don't even know what rosin is. Sounds like a raisin.
Live rosin. You get that.
It's not
shit
live
too.
resin.
ROS.
Different shit.
Rosin,
Fuck,
not
man.
resin.
That's different. Yeah, no. I like if I am smoke, I want to get back into like high CBD, low THC.
Yeah, and then you can actually smoke a whole joint.
Yeah, and you can enjoy it.
That's what I was also trying to do too. I grew up as a fucking one joint smoker. That'll get you right. I'm getting halfway down, being like, I need to finish this, but my brain's being like,
No.
hey, everything's collapsing.
I said no.
He's like, your whole world's shattering. I'm like, really? It's like, do you have any proof? It goes, we don't need any. Just trust us.
Please no.
We've got so much THC in our bloodstream right now. We have to just freak the fuck out silently.
It's literally that, and then also the fact they're just upping the fucking dose of it. It's just hey man, weed is as soon as weed became like mainstream and they were able to tax it and do shit with it, it's
all the
just-
fucking painkiller,
all
heroin,
downhill.
codeine addicts that like got in and were like, it needs to fucking put me out of my misery.
not the codeine addicts.
Yeah, it's all the codeine addicts, all the heroin addicts. They all got after it.
Right eye, my niggas carry the 5-9. Lil' baby, you know when the top down. If you talking that, this shit is top now. No, we shooting that shit at his taco. Baby, they calling me Chopper.